March 1947. Death row at Sapporo prison. Guards find Yoshi Shiratori's cell empty, except for a gaping hole in the floor and a ceramic soup bowl covered in blood. For 2 months, this condemned man had been scraping through solid wood, digging a tunnel below their feet, while they laughed about the broken prisoner who barely moved. This wasn't his first escape. It was his fourth. In 1936, he picked a lock with wire and vanished through a skylight. In 1942, he used his own spit to rot wooden beams and escaped during a typhoon. In 1944, he dislocated every joint in his body to squeeze through a 4-inch food slot in minus 30-degree weather. Each time they caught him, they sent him somewhere worse. Each time, he escaped using something stupidly ordinary: bath wire, saliva, miso soup, and a bowl. But here's what makes no sense. After humiliating Japan's entire prison system 4 times, he surrendered to a random beat cop for 1 cigarette. Why did he give himself up? And how did a soup bowl defeat death row? Aomori Prison, June 15, 1936. Yoshi Shiratori slides a copper wire into his cell lock. He's practiced 200 times on a soap carving of the lock mechanism. Then click, the bolt retracts. He is 29 years old, 3 years into a life sentence for allegedly murdering a farmer named Tanaka during a robbery. Yoshi has calculated his odds. Die in prison for a crime he maintains he didn't commit, or risk execution trying to escape. The math is simple. He arranges 4 wooden floorboards under his blanket, creating the silhouette of a sleeping man. In the pre-dawn dimness, it'll fool the guards for their 5 a.m. check, maybe their 6 a.m. check too. Every minute counts. Yoshi knows the patrol schedule better than the guards themselves. Officer Yamamoto takes 47 seconds to walk the north corridor. Officer Sato always skips the 3rd floor check when it rains. And right now, at 4:33 a.m., all 6 guards are in the break room arguing about baseball. The skylight sits 18 feet above the floor, a 2-foot square of freedom that maintenance forgot to bar properly. Yoshi discovered it during his prison job cleaning the rafters. The foreman never noticed him testing each beam's weight capacity. Now he climbs, fingers finding holds where concrete meets wood, muscles burning from 3 months of secret training in his cell. Pull-ups on the door frame, plank holds against the wall. His fisherman father once made him hang from boat rigging for 10 minutes straight as punishment. 20 years later, that childhood torture saves his life. The skylight's wooden frame splits with 1 sharp pull. Yoshi hauls himself through, ribcage scraping against splintered wood, and emerges on the roof as Aomori City sleeps below. No searchlights. The prison only installed those after his escape, a fact that still makes guards curse his name. He drops 20 feet into the vegetable garden, ankles exploding with pain, then limps through the hole he'd cut in the fence during yesterday's work detail. 72 hours of freedom. That's all Yoshi gets before hunger drives him to raid Aomori Hospital's supply room. Police officer Tanaka catches him stuffing bandages and rice balls into a sack. The tackle breaks 2 of Yoshi's ribs. Back in court, Judge Watanabe adds 20 years for escape and theft, then leans forward. You embarrass the empire. Akita Prison will teach you humility. Yoshi stares back, memorizing the judge's face. He doesn't know it yet, but Akita's escape-proof design has one fatal flaw that only someone who thinks like water, always finding the lowest point, would notice. What kind of man studies fluid dynamics in solitary confinement? And how many times can you rebuild a lock in your mind before you understand its weakness better than its maker?